Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashoda Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari. Jaya Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashoda Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Govindaram Srimad Sudhana, Govindaram Srimad Sudhana, Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan, Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga Bala, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Bala, Nitai Gauranga. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare. Atita Pavana Gaura Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare. Atita Pavana Gaura Hare. Let that go down, Diva, oh Diva, oh Diva, Diva. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Shtottara Sata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanara Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki, Nanta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Anuga ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shishi Guru and Guranga, all glories Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This one, huh? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from text 39 of chapter 6, canto 4, 4.6.39. Brahma satisfies Lord Shiva. Tam Brahma Nirvana Samadhimashritam Vyupashitam Girisham Yoga Kaksham Salokapala Munayo Manunam Adyam Manum Pranjalayaha Prani Muhu. Please repeat. Tam Brahma Nirvana Samadhimashritam Vyupashitam Girisham Yoga Kaksham Salokapala Munayo Manunam Adyam Manum Pranjalayaha Pranemuhu. Tam Brahma Nirvana Samadhimashritam Vyupashitam Girisham Yoga Kaksham Salokapala Munayo Manunam Adyam Manu Pranjalayaha Pranemuhu. Tam Brahma Nirvana Samadhimashritam Vyupashitam Girisham Yoga Kaksham Salokapala Munayo Manunam Adyam Manum Pranjalayaha Pranemuhu. Tam, him, Lord Shiva, Brahma Nirvana, in Brahmananda, Samadhin, in trance, Ashritam, absorbed, Vyupashritam, leaning on, Girisham, Lord Shiva, Yoga Kaksham, having his left knee firmly fixed with a knotted cloth. Saloka Palaha, along with the demigods, headed by Indra. Munayaha, the sages. Manunam, of all thinkers. Adyam, the chief. Manum, thinker. Pranjalayaha, with folded palms. Pranemuhu, offered respectful obeisances. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation: all the sages and demigods headed by Indra offered their respectful obeisances unto Lord Shiva with folded hands. Lord Shiva was dressed in saffron garments and absorbed in trance, thus appearing to be the foremost of all sages. In this verse, the word Brahmananda is significant. This Brahmananda or Brahma Nirvana is explained by Prahlada Maharaja. When one is completely absorbed in the Adhokshaja, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is beyond the sense perception of materialistic persons, one is situated in Brahmananda. It is impossible to conceive of the existence, name, form, quality and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead because He is transcendentally situated beyond the conception of materialistic persons. Because materialists cannot imagine or conceive of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they may think that God is dead, but factually He is always existing in a Satchitananda Vigraha, His eternal form. Constant meditation concentrated on the form of the Lord is called a Samadhi, ecstasy or trance. Samadhi means particularly concentrated attention. So one who has achieved the qualification of always meditating on the personality of Godhead is to be understood to be always in trance and enjoying Brahma Nirvana or Brahmananda. Lord Shiva exhibited those symptoms and therefore it is stated that he was absorbed in Brahmananda. Another significant word is Yoga Kaksham. Yoga Kaksha is the sitting posture in which the left thigh is fixed
under the one's tightly knotted saffron-colored garment. Also, the words Manunam Adyam are significant here because they mean a philosopher or one who is thoughtful and can think very nicely. Such a man is called Manu. Lord Shiva is described in this verse as the chief of all the thinkers. Lord Shiva, of course, does not engage in useless mental speculation, but as stated in the previous verse, he is always thoughtful regarding how to deliver the demons from their fallen condition of life. It is said that during the advent of Lord Chaitanya, Sadashiva appeared as Advaita Prabhu. And Advaita Prabhu's chief concern was to elevate the fallen conditioned souls to the platform of devotional service to Lord Krishna. Since people were engaged in useless occupations which would continue their material existence, Lord Shiva in the form of Lord Advaita appeared to the Supreme Lord to appear as Lord Chaitanya to deliver these illusioned souls. Actually, Lord Chaitanya appeared on the request of Lord Advaita. Similarly, Lord Shiva has a sampradaya, the Rudra Sampradaya. He is always thinking about the deliverance of the fallen souls as exhibited by Lord Advaita Prabhu. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamakyam Dadhati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today is the appearance day of Advaita Acharya. We shall be speaking specifically about it in the afternoon in the festival address. Today's shloka is also, I think, selected to reflect that. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai Ki. We are discussing from the Bhagavatam, wherein the scene is Lord Shiva is sitting very peacefully in samadhi, in a trance almost. Is sitting with the four Kumaras, with Kubera and some other very great rishis and sages under a very huge banyan tree, very peaceful, very nice atmosphere. And he is in a trance discussing something with them. But why is this described like this? He's so cool, very comfortable, very nicely situated. Why? Because the previous chapter describes how he came to Daksha's sacrifice. I mean, in the form of Veerabhadra, his assistant, and cut off Daksha's head. In this way, something very amazing happened. And the demigods went through a lot of things there. There was arguments, counter-arguments, cursing, counter-cursing. Daksha's head was chopped off. Daksha died. He insulted the wife of Lord Shiva, Parvati, Sati, who had come there. And she was so insulted that she committed suicide. She gave up her body in front of her father, Daksha. And there was a huge commotion, big scene. And Daksha was beheaded by Virabhadra. Because previous to that, quickly recollecting, Sati wanted to go for that big Homa Yajna that my father is doing. But Lord Shiva got previously already insulted in that Sabha. And he remained very calm and very collected and cool. He didn't say anything. And his father-in-law, Daksha, although he insulted Lord Shiva, he just came back very smooth and very meditative and very deep. And Sati knew that my husband has been insulted by my father. So, but being a woman, very socially involved, want to be there in my father's big program. I can see all the demigods' wives dressed very nicely, and they are going, they look at their jewels, look at their dress, they're all, the big social gathering is going to be there. So many people are going to come there, and my husband is not able to go there. Maybe I should go without him. Because my attraction to go there and be with all my friends, my relatives, and have a great time, festival, I can't control it. So she asked permission, and Lord Shiva said, better you don't go, you're going to get insulted. I know what will happen to you. Don't think your father is going to leave you alone. Right? And you're my wife, so I'm telling you, if you go there, although I am not there, he will be reminded of me and he will insult you. This, as a very wise person, Shiva very nicely told his wife. And as usual, the wife said, oh, I want to go. She left. And then Shiva's all attendants and everybody said, she's going there. Better we go and protect. Even they don't even have to ask Lord Shiva, should we go? They went. All of them together. Something will happen there, I'm sure. Lord Shiva, everything is indicated by Lord Shiva. Went there and she got insulted. And then she burnt herself there. That's how the word sati is there. She simply burnt herself, her whole body. She said, this body given by you, my father, is unfit. And she just burnt herself in front. What a horrible thing. Not only that happened, now Shiva heard my wife is gone, committed suicide. There in the yajna because of insult. Then he said, now it is time to act. Because my wife is gone, I cannot keep quiet, very cool, very calm and very nice. It's not that cool, calm people keep quiet when they have to do something about some things. So, that's happened. Virabhadra went there, chopped off Daksha's head. All this big thing has happened. So the demigods met and had again meeting what to do. Huge commotion. So they all decided to come to Lord Shiva. They are coming. That's what's mentioned here. Salokapala munayo manunam. They all came together, say, let's go and talk to Lord Shiva. Tell sorry, this happened. But when they come, they see that he's very cool. He just lost his wife. He is meditating on Krishna. He is in Samadhi. And he is discussing absolute truth, Krishna, with Kumaras and Kubera and everybody. He is not shaken and disturbed. And then you will see in the conversation, they will come and say, sorry, we like this, and all that. Then he will say, all your demigods, childish, like small kids, no maturity. He will tell, Lord Shiva will tell the demigods, you guys are all like that only. You are immature. You fight, you curse each other, you don't understand the whole purpose. You made a mess. And I had to step inside and do the needful also. So this is the scene that we are seeing. This is the background and this is the scene. Very coolly situated, Lord Shiva. Not disturbed. Not very disturbed. But where necessary he needs to act, he acts. Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu. Out of all the Vaishnavas, devotees of the Lord, Shambhu is the greatest. Is the topmost. It is not that he will say, I have to be non-violent, I do not do this, I do that, I am a sadhu. Where necessary, he'll do what is required, and then he knows how to be sadhu also. He did the needful. I have to teach you a lesson now. Because if I keep quiet, I'm not doing my duty properly. So he beheaded Daksha. Daksha also will come later, and he'll offer his prayers in a goat head. He'll be given a goat's head. Lord Shiva will say he'll get a goat head. He thought he will get his head back. Lord Shiva said, you get goat head. And you can see a picture of Daksha and a goat's head asking pardon, begging, please forgive me, from forgiveness from Lord Shiva. So this is Lord Shiva, as we see manifested in this universe. Today is the appearance day of Advaita Acharya Prabhu, who is an incarnation of Vishnu, Mahavishnu and Sadashiva together. Very interesting incarnation. Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. Who is Sadashiva? Lord Shiva's original position in Vaikuntha, in Goloka Vrindavan. That is Sadashiva. He is in the spiritual world serving Krishna. His form is called Sadashiva, always auspicious. So, somebody may be very confused. Ennanga already Bhagavana patti theriyadhu romba kashtama irukku. Now you are telling, Shiva and Vishnu together is Advaita Acharya. We heard that Shiva is different, Vishnu is different. There are Shaivites, there are Vaishnavites. All these things were mentioned. Isn't it? Do you know all these things are always discussions? Lord Shiva, Vishnu, Vaishnavas, Shaivites, all these are regular discussions we are having. And in South India, Shaivism, Vaishnavism, they even fought with each other. So how is it that you are telling now, Unga Yekatila, it is something very different? Yes, it is different. Why it is different? In the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, we will see Lord Shiva in a very different way. Lord Shiva is saying, Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu. As a devotee, as a Vaishnava, we have no problem. We have no problem because we understand Shiva Tattva properly. What is the Tattva? What is the philosophy behind Lord Shiva? So Lord Shiva is mentioned, Kshiram dada yadi vikara visesha yogat sanjayate nahi tata pratagasti heto yasam bhutam api tata samupaiti karyat govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Devotees of the Lord understand that it is the same Supreme Lord who has transformed into Shiva, one of the Trimurtis. Less like Kshiram yata dadi vikara visesha yogat. Vikara means transformation. Kshira means milk. Dadi means curd, yogurt. Just like milk transforms into yogurt, Krishna becomes Lord Shiva for the sake of the service of the people of this world. He does all things, wonderful things, as service. Sometimes very contradictory things which many people cannot do. So Lord Shiva has many, many very deep services for Krishna. But we must understand it properly. You will see that he is serving as one of the Trimurtis. Shivaratri is coming now, I think next month. He is serving as one of the Trimurtis. That is the highest of the demigods. You have Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. They are the Trimurtis. Also incarnations of the Lord in Rajogun, Tamogun and Sattvika Guna. Lord Shiva is Tamoguna avatar, Brahma is Rajoguna avatar and Vishnu is Sattvika Guna avatar. In this way we understand Shiva to be very special. Kshiram Data Vikara Visesha Yogat. Not only that, he plays his role as Trimurti. Then he also plays very intimate role for Krishna. Krishna gives him personal assignment. This is official assignment that I given you. Given you also personal assignment. You preach this Mayavada philosophy. You preach this Mayavad philosophy. Mayavadam asat shastram prachannam baudam uchyate mayiva vihitam devi kalau brahmana rupina. Lord Shiva is telling Parvati, Mayavadam asat shastram. In Kali Yuga, I will come as a Brahmana and I will preach, I will talk asat shastra, false philosophy. Prachannam baudam uchyate. It is very similar to Buddhist philosophy. Buddha. Prachannam, I will speak that. Bauddham means Buddha. Buddhist philosophy. Uchyate, I will say. Mayiva vihitam devi, I myself will do that. Kalau brahmana rupina. In Kali Yuga, I will come as a Brahmana. This is mentioned in the Padma Purana, Shiva Purana also. Directly I will come and I will preach false philosophy. Why? He told me to do that. Why has he chosen me? Lord Shiva says, because I am a useless devotee. I am fit for preaching this philosophy only. He says. But all great Mahatmas will say, you are a Mahajana. You are a great devotee, very intimate. That is why this is not everybody can do this. Preach the wrong philosophy. Only you can do it. That's why he has called you to do it. You are very special. But Lord Shiva, when asked, he says, see what type of seva I am doing. The lowest seva. Preaching Maya philosophy. I am fit for that only. That is his humility. And what type of things I am doing, see. So this is second function. Third function is another very private, super confidential role he plays. He becomes the protector of the holy dham of Krishna, where he is performing amazing pastimes with the gopis and Radharani and everybody. The Rasalila is protected by Shiva, Gopishwara Mahadev. You will see. Gopishwara Mahadev temple is there. Sundareshwara Mahadev temple is there. So many different Shiva temples there in Vrindavan. Some Shaivites go all the way to Vrindavan to worship Lord Shiva. But why is he there in Vrindavan? He is guarding the holy dham. Without his sanction, you cannot actually enter the dham. You may say, "Enna yarume nirthaliye. I bought a first class ticket. I went in so and so express. Anga irangi Delhi irundhu I went to Mathura. From Mathura I took a taxi and I went. Nobody stopped me. I think Shiva has given me permission. I must be very important person." Actually, maybe you never entered Vrindavan. Vrindavan you cannot go by buying a ticket. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami, Deha tyaga kori nahi prapta Krishna. He tried to commit suicide. Who? Sanatana Goswami. Because his body was filled with this sores and this disease he got. And he said, let this body, I will try to jump inside Ratham when the Rath Yatra going on underneath the wheel. He was thinking, I'll do that and die. Lord Chaitanya came to know about it because he's a super soul everywhere. And he told him, by giving up your body, you will not get Krishna. No use. Krishna is got by bhajana, proper sadhana and devotional service. What's the use of giving up your body? You'll just lose the chance to do devotional service. He told him, you won't get to Krishna by giving up your body. He is not moved by that. The goal of life is to get Krishna's attention. So what is the use of you giving up your body? You're going to get Krishna? You don't get it. Same way, you don't get Krishna by buying a ticket to Vrindavana. You don't get Krishna by visiting Vrindavana. I saw this place, I saw that place. Come on, soon, let's go to the next place, everything, we have covered everything, we have seen Vrindavana. Let us come back. Tick, 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 tick. I settle all the accounts. Yatra over. Nitai Gaur Premanande. So, Vrindavan you can enter only if you are really qualified. And you may enter and you may go as a sadhaka and see the temple, everything. But if you really want to enter, you can enter only with devotion, with bhakti. And on top of that, if you want to enter these private places, Rasamandali, then you have to be specially given ID. Special ID is required to enter in those places. All that is guarded by Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva also, in order to enter that, he became a gopi. He was specially treated in that Kusum Sarovar and another Kund and all that. And he came out as a gopi with a snake around the neck. It's mentioned, one special gopi is there. He's got so many gopis are there. One gopi you see there. That is Shiva. He got a Gopishwara Mahadev. It's mentioned. There's a big, all sorts of stories. So Lord Shiva is playing a very important role. Very private, confidential role. Also. Private, deep, important service he has got. So that Lord Shiva, who is in that mood, also is serving conditioned souls. He is like the Gandhiji of the Bhakti movement. I mean, a very bad example, but to compare Gandhiji, nothing to do, no comparison. But Gandhiji, for the poor people, Harijan and this and that, of course that was all a big farce in one sense. But Lord Shiva's followers are all ghosts, goblins, rakshasas, pretas, pisachi and all of them follow him. He is very kind to all of them. He is, all the poor and the downtrodden and the poverty-stricken people and all that. Sometimes all these politicians and some nice person will say, don't worry, come. I'm a drug addict, I'm a drunkard, I'm a Shudra, I'm a Chandala, I'm a Pisachi, I'm a ghost, I'm a goblin. Don't worry. I will get you shelter of Krishna. Follow me. This is Lord Shiva. He takes the load of, the burden of so many souls who are very degraded in devotion and spirituality or anything, and he paves the way for them to achieve Krishna. That is the role of Lord Shiva. This is the way Gaudiya Vaishnavas understand Lord Shiva. If they go to Lord Shiva temple, immediately they'll fall there. And they pray, you are very merciful. Please give me your blessing. I want to become a devotee. Right? Because you are merciful to so many fallen people. And you're very kind. You've got such a merciful heart. You're very broad and accommodative. You can accommodate all sorts of people inside. Please also show me your kindness, your mercy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Lord Shiva's temple and danced and chanted Kirtan. In many places, you'll see. In Sri Sailam or somewhere that he went and personally met with Lord Shiva there. The Chaitanya Charitamrita it's mentioned. Lord Shiva was excited to meet Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? And his plan how to elevate all human beings by Harinam Sankirtan, how the Lord has become merciful, made Lord Shiva very happy. Because that is also his project. How to, all these low-class rascals and demons and all of them, how they should also get the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So, Lord Shiva is a preacher, elevator of everybody. He is thinking of everybody. People talk so many things, that is a burden you have to take. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada took that burden also. People don't understand a Vaishnava and what he is doing, what he is planning. Vaishnave Kriya na bhujya. It is not easy to understand a Vaishnava's real operations and what he is thinking, what is his intention, why he is doing some things. So Lord Shiva will be very easily misunderstood because he is in the smashan. He rubs all these ashes on his body. He has got all these skulls and bones. Right? And he looks fierce and horrible. But he is a devotee. He is a very high-class devotee. In his mind he is always thinking of the Lord. He is chanting the name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is why in Varanasi, if you pass away, it is mentioned Lord Shiva will personally come and chant Rama's name in your ears. Everybody knows this. All the Shaivites also know that. If I die in Varanasi, Lord Shiva will come and personally chant the name of Rama in my ears. Whoever you are. Why is he doing that? Because you need to remember the Supreme Lord before you die. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yap prayati samad bhavam. It's mentioned, no? Krishna himself is saying, Antakale cha mameva smaran. So he is helping every living entity to think of the Lord while passing away. Rama, 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 he chants in the ears when they are dying. Shiva himself is doing this. How kind, how large-hearted, how merciful. Right? So people misunderstand a Vaishnava very easily. The first thing people do is misunderstand. After a long time they understand. This is how conditioned souls are. First thing by default is to misunderstand. And they think they have understood. The best thing is, after you have misunderstood first, you think, wow, now I got to know, let's write a book on it. Then after you chant Hare Krishna, become devotee, mix with devotees, and say, oh my gosh, it's completely different from what I thought. I am only now understanding. You understand that you are in illusion. And you thought you understood. Vimukta manina. He thinks he is liberated. I think I understand. Who can stop you if you think like that? Can anybody stop you? I know. If you think, who can stop you? Arey yaar, you don't know. Shut up. I know. I feel. I can think. I know. Cogito ergo sum. I think, I am, I know. But it takes you only to know that you don't know. Only through you can you understand that you don't know. So quite often people will misunderstand Vaishnavas and the instructions of Krishna. That's why Krishna is telling, Rahasyam hi etad uttamam. This is Rahasyam. Mostly people will not understand. The other synonym for not understanding means misunderstanding. Not understanding, misunderstanding, no understanding, all these are same category. One lot. Of course, there are distinctions. So, you will see that very interestingly, most people will not understand Krishna's instructions so easily. Only through the help of a pure devotee of the Lord can you understand. It is only because Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada has desired to explain it to everybody in this world, taken the pains, taken the trouble to go all the way, sail to America, write these books. For the sake of the people, these fellows will never change otherwise. They don't care also. Nate vidu swartha gatim hi Vishnu. Matirna Krishne paratasvato va mito abhipadyeta graha vratanam. Adanta gobir vishatam tamishram punapunas charvita charvananam. That's why Prahlad Maharaj also was very, very kind to all the asuras. Asurakula he also preached Krishna consciousness. This requires great mercy. Lord Shiva is such a person, very merciful. Ashutosh, very easily you can please me. I want to show you some mercy. So you will see that the behavior of Lord Shiva is reflected in Advaita Acharya also. He desired that Krishna should come and liberate all these people. So horrible this Kali Yuga is. They have forgotten Krishna and they are doing all sorts of things in the name of scholarship, in the name of religion, in the name of this thing. I can't bear to see it. And the arguments that they put up, so puffed up, so proud, idiots, most unfortunate people. They think they know. The people who think they know are the worst people. The people who think they don't know are the most fortunate people. Because we can teach them. We can teach them. Prabhupada said, that's why I'm going to America to preach. Because in India, everybody thinks they know. It's very difficult to preach to them. He went to America to preach because I don't know and you sound very strange. What are you? Where? I have something to tell you. Okay, I'm willing to hear. Then they asked questions and said, wow, you speak a lot of sense. I am willing to listen to you. Why? I don't know. If you tell me, I'll know. Yeah, good. Makes sense. I know. In this way, Prabhupada started preaching in America first. And he said, very good, fertile. People hear because they don't know. And they don't feel bad about saying, I don't know. And he gave the example that when a person is pretending to be asleep, you can never awaken him. Why? Because you want to pretend to be asleep. Hey, Endra, sonna, you never get up. Why? I want you to think I am sleeping. How can I get up? Not possible to get up. I know I am not sleeping. You also know I am not sleeping, but I will not get up. Very complex. India, I don't know, but I will not think that I don't know. I will say I know, but I'll feel bad also. I don't know, but I cannot say I don't know. There are all sorts of funny problems they have in India. That's why they don't know. And very complex to preach to them. Shaiva, Vaishnava, Anda, all bundled up with so many problems. The religion also is very complex for them. They don't understand. Right? Tatsyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginaha. That's why Krishna says, now I will tell you. Tachrunu. In the 8th chapter, 1st shloka. What is it? Maya shakta manaha partha yogam yunjan madashayah. What else? Asamshayam samagram mam yatagnyasasi tachrunu. Now I will tell you. You will understand. Asamsayam samagram mam. Without a doubt you will understand. Why? I am myself telling you about me, about the absolute truth. There is no chance that you will not understand. But normally it is not understood. Normally it is not understood. That information to give to everybody so that they will become free from misery in this world. That concern when a person has, then he is a preacher from the heart. Somehow the other I should make this person understand, make him chant Hare Krishna. This is the type of mood Prabhupada installed in all his followers. feel for the misery of people. They are suffering without Krishna consciousness. So today is the appearance day of Advaita Acharya, who felt for the people like that and called upon the Lord, and the Lord came because of him. Because you are feeling like that. And I am also feeling the same thing. I want to give them some relief. But they don't listen, very stubborn. So he made a very wonderful trick. Simply chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, we have a very rich understanding of Lord Shiva. Some other Vaishnava Sampradayas think that, oh, Lord Shiva should not be worshipped. If you see Lord Shiva's temple, you should, walk like this. You should not do this thing, Shaivites, Vaishnavites. We don't think like that. We don't think like that. If a devotee, Hare Krishna devotee with tilak like this will go into Lord Shiva temple, pay obeisances, sit there and chant, pray to Lord Shiva, do a kirtan and ask for blessings. You see, and ask for blessings. In the Bhagavatam, there is a description of Markandeya Rishi. He was earlier a devotee of Shiva only, right? And he remained a devotee of Shiva. There's no change. It's just that he became a devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, because of Shiva's mercy. It's a very wonderful story. I remember reading Amarchitra Katha of Markandeya when I was very young. I like the story very much. So Markandeya is a brilliant brahmachari devotee, but his parents have, specially prayed to Lord Shiva and got this benediction. Only problem is that he will not stay for too long. So the time is coming that he will disappear. Yamaraj will come to take him back. And Markandeya his parents will tell, simply depend on Shiva. Ask him. So he was doing intense puja and worshipping the Shivalinga. When Yamaraj came, he came on his buffalo and he brought his lasso to take that soul out of the body. When the time came, Markandeya Rishi embraced the Shivalinga like this, in great devotion. He's a wonderful young brahmachari. And Lord Shiva is deeply moved by his devotion. So Yamaraj told him, leave the Shivalinga, I want to take you. Lord Shiva I cannot take. He said, no, I will not leave Shivalinga. So he got very tightly, I think because my parents told me just be very tightly devoted to. So he was hugging the Shivalinga. So Yamaraj said, time over, it's time up for you to leave your body. So he said, what to do? I have to do things. He put along with Lord Shiva, he put the lasso. Right? And he started pulling. Lord Shiva came out. Nonsense. What right have you got to do this to me? Do you know who you're doing this to me? He said, no, he went to kill Yamaraj. He fell at his feet. And he said, don't touch him. He will be Chiranjeevi. He will die only later. He can live means no death almost for him. In this way, Markandeya Rishi became Chiranjeevi. He saw Pralaya. He wanted to see Pralaya. He wanted to see the power of the Lord. He became a devotee of the Lord. And he wanted to see the power of the Lord, and then the Lord gave him darshan on a palm leaf, sucking his toe. Right? Very beautiful description in the Bhagavatam. And that happened in that place, Puri. That's why you have a Markandeya place also. There's a special temple there where this. So that Markandeya Rishi has become a wonderful devotee, great sage. He has seen Krishna on this thing. Lord Shiva and Parvati going, they said, let us go and do some seva for Markandeya Rishi. He's such a wonderful devotee. So Lord Shiva comes there. It's a very nice thing in the Bhagavatam with Parvati. And then Markandeya Rishi immediately pays obeisances and worships Lord Shiva. Because he is a devotee of Lord Shiva. And because of Lord Shiva, he has now become a devotee of Krishna. And Lord Shiva will ask him, what can I do for you? Ask me some boon. I'm a devotee, what boon I will ask? I don't want anything. I don't want iPhone, I don't want BMW, I don't want Jaguar, I don't want a nice house in Burgundy. I don't want this, I don't want that, nothing. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhakti rahitu ki tvai. He said, what I can ask you? Of course you can give everything. Purnat kama bivarshanat. Whatever a person thinks and wants, you can give him that. But I want from you, tat pareshu tata tvayi achyuta bhaktim. Just like you are such a wonderful devotee of Achyuta, I also want to be like that. Give me blessings for that. Same Markandeya Rishi is asking now to Lord Shiva, make me a devotee like you. This is in the Bhagavatam. So, tatastu. Lord Shiva blesses him and says, let it be so. He got the blessing to become a wonderful, pure devotee. So Lord Shiva will also give you blessing if you go and ask him. See, I don't want this, I don't want that. I want to be a devotee. I want to become fixed nicely in my devotional service. So devotees will go and pray to Lord Shiva. In fact, to any demigod temple they go and pray. Nothing wrong, they are all devotees. So in Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta, we have a very good relationship with demigods. It's not that demigods we don't like. No. They are devotees. They are devotees. Little bit lila they'll have in material this thing, but their heart is filled with devotion for Krishna. And therefore we can take their blessings. We don't mind. It is not that they belong to another party, we are another party, Shaivites are another party, demigods party, Shaivite party, I am Vaishnava party. We don't think like that. If you think like that, then you will have problem. This party business we should not do. That is why Vaishnava means he sees everybody in their place. Everybody making an attempt to Yayata mam prapadyante tangs tataiva bhajami ham. Mama vartamanu vartante manushyaha partha sharvashah. This is a very high class understanding of Gaudiya Vaishnavas of Lord Shiva and Shiva. What is his role? So today is the appearance of Advaita Acharya, and because of the mercy of all these great personalities, we are able to practice devotional service. Otherwise, becoming a devotee of Krishna is very, very, very difficult and very rare. Pure devotional service is very rare. It is mentioned in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. One of the characteristics is Sudurlabha, very difficult to get. But that difficult commodity of bhakti, pure bhakti, is being marketed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And because of the great devotees and their recommendation, we are able to chant Hare Krishna and taste it a little bit. So it is our duty to accept it nicely, fully, and spread this message to others, humbly, without thinking too much about yourself. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Yes. Any question or comment?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for the class, Maharaj. Maharaj, like how Indra is a position, Lord Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is also a position, or how it is, Maharaj? Like Indra is a position, like there will be new Indras coming.
The last bit suddenly went over.
So how about Lord Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu? Are those also positions, or they're same Shiva?
Shiva is a tattva. He is not just a position, he does not change. All others occupy position and they change. But Lord Shiva does not change.
Vishnu and Brahma, Maharaj?
Vishnu is a position.
No, I'm asking
Vishnu
Maharaj.
is the expansion of the Lord. You know that.
Oh.
Brahma, he changes. But Lord Shiva is very special. It's mentioned, no, Brahma changes in the Bhagavatam it mentions. So these are all special characteristics. There are generally demigods, but there are special characteristics of some. Brahma is very important. He's a creator and invested with the Lord's creative potency. Lord Shiva is invested with the role of annihilation and many other activities for maintenance during running of this universe. Like that they have duties. Shiva is that's why we say Shiva Tattva. He is not an ordinary demigod. It does not change like other demigods.
So what is the difference between expansion and tattva? Like you use these terms now. I want to know some difference. Inferior energy.
See, these differences are understood in function. It's easy to understand by function. That tattva means what is the truth of. For everything there is a theology, there is a philosophy, and we try to understand that. What is the truth of Guru? What is the truth of Shiva? These are all very difficult subject matters to understand, as already mentioned in the Vedic philosophy. That Guru Tattva, Shiva Tattva are all difficult to understand. Even Jiva Tattva, difficult to understand. Who are you actually? What is the philosophy behind Tattva? But if you understand Krishna, theology, who is God, then in relation to God, you can understand all this very easily. Even then, till our devotion builds up, certain things we cannot understand. Having made this general statement, we should know that when we say tattva, we are trying to understand the philosophy behind the existence and the function and the seva of Lord Shiva. So who is he in the whole manifestation? What does he do? Where does he place himself? Like that. So if you look at it that way, then you know there is tattva for everybody. Some philosophy, some position, some other. But these are common things. Varnashrama. What is the position of the wife? What is the position of the husband? What is his duty? What is he supposed to do? Stri dharma, it is mentioned. What is the dharma of a stri? What is the dharma of a pati? Pati dharma is what? Raja dharma is what? All these things we know. So when they function like that, if they are functioning perfectly like that, then you will know this person is a perfect king, perfect husband, perfect this thing. But mostly people don't do that correctly in the material world. So you cannot make them a tattva. They are only trying to fit into that role. So similarly, other demigods may not be fully fitting paka. Shiva fits paka. Tattva. Yes. So we say Shiva Tattva. And execution according to that. So this is a truth. So the Lord, according to His desire, He manifests His plan, is this thing. So that is how it is. Trying to understand does not mean we should try to understand like we understand physics and mathematics and computer science and all that. That will not work. The understanding will come only if Krishna affords it to you. We cannot analytically understand everything. So, one is a philosophical understanding. Who is Lord Shiva? How to understand? So that is called Shiva Tattva. So if you ask what is difference between Shiva Tattva and an expansion, Lord Shiva's position is understood. His expansion already explained. Shiram Yata Dadi Vikara Visesha Yogat is a transformation of the Lord. And he's playing a particular role. Expansion means directly the Lord only. Directly the Lord. Then there is energies of the Lord functioning. So there is Vibhinna Amsha, Swa Amsha. Swa Amsha are all Vishnus and Narayana and all that. But Vibhinna Amsha are the living entities, but they are all part of the... In the same way, the Lord also is directly present in the energetic form as living entities, Tatasha Shakti. So we are all considered energy of the Lord, and the energetic is only one, Krishna. So Lord Shiva is not just the energy alone. He is something in between. That's why he is called something special. Between expansion of the Lord, Swamsha, Jiva, that is Vibhinamsha, in between is Shiva. That's why he is called a Tattva. Avatar is coming from all these expansions. Lord is coming from the expansion. Lord Shiva is like Tamagun avatar. A person can hold many roles. He is able to do that. Some people can hold many roles. Some people are monochromatic. Even in this life you will see, I cannot do. In the Western world you will see people are very black or white. They'll be research and great in one field only. But all other fields they don't know anything much. But in India, in Vedic culture, you'll see all sorts of grey shades in between. So Shiva is a grey shade. Neither this nor that. Nor Jiva Tattva nor, Ishvara Tattva is in between. So grey philosophy, only Indians will understand very clearly because they live grey philosophy. Paravaladha, abadiye adjust pannittu polam. It will neither be black nor white like that. They'll just go inside and flow like that. You'll see in society, in the relationships and everything. What to do? Like that they'll go ahead. But there, no. Cut it. Put a court case. Make it very clear. And don't step inside my house compound. I'll shoot you. They're so funny. See, so the real life is grey only. In practice. It's neither this thing nor that. Actually, slowly only it will become, from white it will go through grey, it will become black, or from black it will go through grey and become white. It's a transition there. You should accept the reality of that. So Shiva Tattva is grey Tattva. Something like that. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanavad Maharaj. Vaisnavanam Yada Sambhu Sivan சொல்றாங்க Maharaj. அவங்களுக்கு அந்த ஒய்ஃப் இது பண்ணும்போது கோபத்தில் தலையை வெட்டிடுறாங்கல்ல மகாராஜ். அந்த ஆங்கர் வைஷ்ணவானம் ஏதாவது சம்மன் சொல்கிறோம். அவங்களுக்கு அந்த ஆங்கர் இருக்கு. ஆர்டினரி பீப்புள் எப்படி கண்ட்ரோல் எப்படி ஆங்கர் இதெல்லாம் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணுறது மகாராஜ். தேங்க்யூ.
எக்ஸ்ட்ராஆர்டினரி பீப்புளோடைய ஆங்கர் வேற, ஆர்டினரி பீப்புளோடைய ஆங்கர் வேற. Ordinary people are under the three modes. Their anger is coming because of the three modes. Right? Extraordinary people anger kamikumbodhu, it is not under modes. Hanuman went and set fire to the whole of Lanka. Prabhupada gave this example. You need anger, no? Arjuna was fighting in the war. You need anger, no? Yes, Krishna is standing next to him. If you read the Mahabharata, you will see. He was shouting, yelling, and screaming and shooting arrows. Rascal one enna pandra poran nai solli andha marla solli he was shooting. Actually he said worse things. I am being very civilized. Arjuna said all sorts of things. Krishna standing next to him. Hey, seriya pesra. நான் இப்போ தான் பகவத்கீதா பேசி சொல்லியிருக்கேன் உங்ககிட்ட, இப்போ இப்படியே கெட்ட வார்த்தையெல்லாம் பேசுறியா எங்கள் பக்கத்துலையே அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்களா? ஒன்றுமே சொல்லல அவர். He didn't say anything. Go ahead. You are a Kshatriya. You should do this. You should be in Rajogun and you should kill. I am authorizing you to be a Kshatriya. He didn't say, be a pure devotee. No, அந்த இதெல்லாம் கீழே போட்டு ஜபமாலை எடுத்து ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா 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 சாட்டை எடுத்து அடிக்காத கோதிலே. என்னையா மெதுவா தட்டிட்டு வா அப்படியே. Is this the way he fought the war? No, don't be artificial. Don't be artificial. இப்போ சிவா தேவை இருந்தா கழுத்தை வெட்டுவாரு, நிம்மதியா உட்காந்து அப்புறமா ஜபிச்சுட்டு இருக்காரு. Don't think Vaishnavas are fools. If you tickle them too much, they'll get up and finish you and sit back and chant japa. அப்படிதான். Right? Understand, this is what I said, reality you must understand. It's not black and white. This is what really happens. You irritate a Vaishnava too much, he'll finish you. Madhavendra Puri, the great saint, right? So wonderful personality, but there's one person who irritated him. Ramachandra Puri, his disciple. While he is pining in separation from Krishna, he said, why are you just worship Brahman? Just think of Brahman. He went and told his guru. Enna chumma Krishna Krishna Ramadika. Chumma Brahman da, merge in the Brahman. Something he went and told. That's all. Madhavendra Puri became so angry and cursed him. So Madhavendra Puri, why is he cursing? He's supposed to be Madhavendra Puri, no? That is your picture of Madhavendra Puri. Black or white. It can never be grey. Madhavendra Puri pannara. Very confusing. Because you've got a problem. That is how we are educated. Our education system is black or white. Children, all of you, do you see black? Yes. Do you see white? Yes. Nothing else you should see. This is how you are taught. Right? So, reality is different. So don't think that if you do something to me now, sitting on the asana, I will keep quiet also. இல்லைங்க நீங்கள் டிவோட்டி பார்க்கலாம் உங்களுக்கு எவ்வளோ இது இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி நான் பலார்னு கொடுத்துருவாங்க. You can say anything about me. But if you cross the limit and if you stop my devotional service or you irritate me while I'm doing so, I will do what is necessary. Isn't it? That is natural. That is not because of three gunas. I want to teach you a lesson. It's my duty to teach you how to behave properly. So I will teach you. You cannot say, you got angry. That's up to you. If that's the way you want to think, that means you're a fault finder. In order to make me angry, you did this. Okay, here is the anger. Take it. Don't think Vaishnavas are fools. They will act when necessary. Arjuna acted. It is not that you disrobe my wife and I will keep quiet. எல்லாமே பகவானுடைய செயல். No. I should also act. Get it? Moral and ethical codes are there, but also Vaishnava also will act. Either Vaishnava will act, if he is not able to act, Krishna will act. He will get you. That is the worst part. You should be more worried that Krishna will get you. Some Vaishnavas don't act, they are not able to act. They are too sadhu type. And so Krishna will act on you. He will become very angry with you. That's what happened to Chapal Gopal. He got leprosy. Finished. Destroyed. Krishna will act. Okay? Om Tat Sat Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nittai Gaur Premanande.